Today is Wednesday, July 1st. It's the start of a new month. We're really excited that July is here. It's almost July 4th, so welcome. We have a lot to talk about today. We have some exciting news, so let's get right to the show. I don't know if you heard on the news, but Reiner passed away this week at the age of 98. He was a gifted and beloved writer, director, and producer who was a true comic genius. He won 9 Emmy Awards, 3 as an actor, 4 as a writer, and 2 as a producer. He also won a Grammy for his 2000-Year-Old Man album based on his comedy routine with Mel Brooks. He was born right here in the Bronx on March 10th to Bessie and Irving Reiner, and at the age of 16, while working as a sewing machine repairman, he attended a dramatic workshop sponsored by the Works in Progress Administration, and the rest, as they say, is history. He was well known for Your Show of Shows. He also wrote and produced The Dick Van Dyke Show, directed the movies Oh God and The Jerk, and his movies were insanely funny. He was a true legend of American comedy. He made millions of us, spanning many generations, laugh. You know, it's believed that on average, children between the ages of 0 to 4 laugh 200 to 300 times a day, while adults only laugh about 4 to 20 times a day. Reiner definitely helped each of us laugh a little longer, and for that, we will surely miss him. In honor of Mr. Reiner, on this day, which happens to be International Joke Day, let's share a few silly jokes to get you laughing. What do you call a cow in an earthquake? A milkshake. Which U.S. state has the smallest soft drinks? Anyone? Anyone out there have a guess? Minnesota. Okay, last joke. George Clooney, Leonardo DiCaprio, and Matthew McConaughey get together to make a movie. Clooney says, I'll direct. DiCaprio says, I'll act. McConaughey, he says, all right, all right, all right. What do you think? A little silly, yes? Why don't you tell us your favorite joke? We would love to hear what makes you laugh. Give us a call or write us. It's really easy. Just tell any staff member on your neighborhood your joke. They will get it to us, I promise. Or you can call us. You just pick up your house phone and call 2813. That's 2813. We would love to hear your favorite jokes. The weather for today is sunny with a high of 80 degrees. This is perfect weather to be outside. So whether you are a resident here enjoying our beautiful Hudson River sparkle in the sun, or if you're a viewer out on the golf course, enjoy the day. Today's menu for lunch is beef stroganoff with egg noodles and pears for dessert. Apparently you can't get beef stew as a password. It's not stroganoff. Get it? Stroganoff, stroganoff? Okay. I guess I better retire my joke telling for today. Our dinner for tonight is 4-bean soup with baked ziti and mixed zucchini and sponge cake for dessert. Today in history, in 1874, the first U.S. zoo opened in Philadelphia. I'm sure many of you have been to the Bronx Zoo. We would love to hear your stories about the Bronx Zoo. If you have any favorite animals in the zoo, definitely share that with us. In 1905, Albert Einstein introduced his theory of relativity. And in 1908, the SOS distress signal became the worldwide standard for help. In 1916, Coca-Cola brought the current Coke formula to the market, and in 1934, the first X-ray photo of the entire body was taken, and that took place in Rochester. In 1941, Bulova, the watch company, get this, they paid $9 for the first ever network TV commercial. $9. I'd say that's quite a bargain these days. In 1966, Medicare went into effect. In 1979, Sony introduced the Walkman, first popular cassette player. Do you guys remember that first Walkman? I had one. Did anybody else have one? You were funny. I remember mine was blue. I had the head thing. So tell us if you had a Walkman. In 1987, NYC radio station WFAN debuted its 24-hour all-sports radio format. I'm sure we have a lot of fans out there. In 2018, NBA superstar LeBron James agreed to a 4-year, $154 million deal with the LA Lakers, moving him from Cleveland. Today also has a few holidays. It's Canada Day, and it's Creative Ice Cream Flavors Day. It's International Chicken Wing Day, and National Postal Worker Day. Celebrity birthdays today include Dan Aykroyd, Sidney Pollack, and Princess Diana. For our Huber Home resident birthdays, we're going to cover yesterday's because David didn't have them for his broadcast. So we don't want you to think we forgot about you. So Robert F., your birthday was yesterday. Happy belated birthday. And staff members also who celebrated birthdays yesterday. Ashante and Lilia from nursing, and Brad from our Riverwalk Food Service Department. So happy belated to all of you. For today's birthday, July 1st birthdays, we wish a happy birthday to Elizabeth P., one of our residents. And from our staff, we are wishing a happy birthday to Bernie and Frederick from housekeeping, Susanna and Lokimati and Shansi from nursing, and Ingrid from the medical department. We always share your birthday horoscopes. So for today's birthdays, as Saturn moves back into the partnership area of your chart on your birthday, you will have to make adjustments in the way you deal with other people. It may be that for a while you will have no choice but to keep them at arm's length. Protect yourself. So I don't know if that has any meanings to our birthday folks out there, but that sounded like a serious horoscope today. Today's interview segment is a first for Good Morning Hebrew Home. Allison and I went on location to JR1 and visited several of its residents. We're super excited about this. Let's check it out. Welcome to JR1. We're going to spend a few minutes here on the neighborhood so you can get to know the residents who spend your days here. Come, join me. Okay, I'm joined here with Kelly Dixon, a resident of JR1. Welcome to Good Morning Hebrew Home.
Thank you very much. I'm glad to be here.
Why don't you share with our audience a little bit about you, when you came to the Hebrew Home, and what you do here in your spare time?
Well, I came to Hebrew Home approximately 10 years ago, because at that time I thought it was the thing to do. And I did a little research on other homes, and I didn't feel like any other home measured up to the Hebrew Home. So I made a decision to come here, and I stayed. I can only put it that way. And in being here, there's never a want for things to do. You know, I'm into sports. Play a lot of chess. I know everybody on JR1, and sometimes I think they think that I work here, but it's not a problem, you know, because whenever I can help, I do. It's a fun place to be. There's never a boring moment, so to speak.
Yes,
you know?
we have found that too. We talk about that quite a lot. And you know quite a lot about baseball because you actually played, right?
Right.
So what do you think about this year's baseball season? What's going to happen?
I think it's going to be great because you're only going to play 60 games.
Right.
See, over 162 games, you can pretty much predict who's going to win, so to speak, or who's going to be near the top. But 60 games, I could probably go out and round up 9 guys over a 60-game schedule and do pretty good, you know, because anything can happen in 60 games.
Right.
And these are professionals, and they're pretty good.
Yes.
So
they're going to be fans in the stadiums?
no.
So they're going to play to an empty stadium?
Right.
So who are you betting on? Who do you think's going to win this year?
I'm betting on the Yankees or the Dodgers. But the dark horse is the Mets. People are sleeping on the Mets.
Yeah.
The Mets have a tremendous pitching staff. When you have 60 games, you can't have a long losing streak. If you have a 10-game losing streak, you're going to be so far behind that you can't catch up.
Right.
And the way you avoid that is to not lose a lot of games, is to have a dynamite pitching staff. And the Mets have that.
So they're the ones to watch.
In my opinion, they're the dark horse. The Yankees and Dodgers are the favorites.
Okay.
Don't sleep the Mets.
So let's ask our viewers, who do you think is going to go all the way in the World Series this year? Maybe you can call us or write into us. We would certainly love to know if you agree with Kelly or if you have a different pick, who's your favorite. So before we close our interview, we always ask our guests several questions. First is, do you have a favorite food?
A favorite team?
Food. What do you like to eat? Food.
The lobster tail, filet mignon.
Well, very fancy foods. Okay. Another question for you is, do you have a lucky number?
Yeah,
What
I
would
do.
that be?
8.
And was that the number that you played, that was on your uniform when you played, or
Well,
why is that your lucky
Yeah, I
number?
had 26, but 2 and 6 adds up to 8.
Another question for you. If we were going to make a movie about you, Kelly Dixon, what celebrity would you like to play you?
Well, actually, he's not quite a celebrity yet, but he's getting there.
Okay.
He's a player that plays now, and he's a shortstop for the Chicago White Sox, and he's on his way to being a superstar. And I think he even looks a little like me,
Ah.
you know?
So you'd want an athlete to play you in a movie as opposed to a traditional actor. You want a
It
real
would be
athlete.
him. His name is Johnson.
Okay, that's an interesting choice. And last question, this is kind of a wacky question. If you were not human, what animal would you be?
Probably an octopus.
Okay, any reason for that selection?
They have 9 brains and 3 hearts. And besides us, they're the smartest living creature on the planet.
Good choice. All right, Kelly Dixon, thank you for spending some time with us on Good Morning Neighbor Home.
Thank you for having me. I loved it.
I'm here joined by the lovely Zelda Fassler, another resident from JR1. Great to see you, Zelda. Why don't you share with us your experience on JR1 and what you enjoy about it?
I've been on JR1 just about 4 years now. And from the time I came here, I really loved it. I was surprised at how I felt even. I wanted to move here, by the way. I visited someone. I was at an independent place. And when I saw this, I fell in love with it. And the time they didn't know if there was room, I wanted JR1. A friend of mine was living here at the time, Beverly. And
You knew this is where you wanted to be.
exactly.
And talk to us about some of the friendships you've made here on this neighborhood.
I had some very close friendships here. Now I have a friendship. I feel like I knew her all my life. I was telling my daughter yesterday, I said, I feel the same way about Sylvia as I did about my friend Mary, and she knew how I felt about Mary. And it's someone, a friend is such a very special thing to have, and most people don't find that. They come here and they find a lot of acquaintances. And to find a true friend, someone you can really share your heart to, and whose heart you listen to as well, and you empathize with each other. It's an incredible experience. I couldn't believe, and it's almost 4 years that we're friends, and it just kept getting better.
Wow.
But that was only part of it. I mean, aside, because of Sylvia, I found the art studio. And because of me, she found the theater. You know, it was something different for each one of us. And
You bring out the best in each other, I would think.
I've had a lot
Right.
of, what was that?
You bring out the best in one another.
We do. And we appreciate each other very, very much.
That's great.
And aside from that, I mean, there are so many things I love here. I love being able to talk right now to you. I love the fact that I have had many experiences speaking to people, because that was something I always loved doing. And that's why I joined the theater group. That's why I went to theater school. I loved the microphone.
Yes, and you've been one of our wonderful ambassadors and spokespersons from the resident perspective, so we're very grateful that you help us out in that way. So.
And a nephew of mine that I hadn't spoken to for many years called. He lives in California, and we don't talk too often. He's very busy. And he was quite concerned when he found out the COVID and everything and that I'm here. I said, I have to tell you something, Adam. I just wished Mom had lived long enough to get here. It was my sister.
Oh.
I said, they take very good care of me here. It doesn't matter. I hear different complaints, but there are people that will complain if you put gold in front of them. They say, why not a little bit more gold? And you know, whatever you do, it's never enough. And I really feel they do the best they can. I think I am 87, I'll be 88 in 2 months, and I think they keep me feeling this way, and they keep me feeling young. When I feel old and gone, they make me feel so good and so wonderful. I love the Hebrew home, I really do.
The Hebrew home loves you too.
I'm
Thank
not
you.
getting paid. I truly do love living here. I stand for I didn't go out the door for 10 weeks. I was ill before the COVID. But then I would walk to the windows here and I would look out and see people on the grass and see the river. And I'd say I have nothing to complain about. I would just say thank you, God, for bringing me here.
Our campus is 1 in a million.
I truly am very grateful to God when I wake up in the morning. First, that I woke up, I tell him, and second, that he brought me here for my last days on earth, however long it'll be. It may be years, it may be months, it may be, we don't know, nobody knows. But the truth is, I can still smile every day when I'm here.
All right. Love it.
Well,
Zelda,
what can I
thank
tell
you.
You're
Thank you for
welcome.
spending some time with us. Zelda Fassler,
Always love it.
we will see you around.
I always love spending time with you, Wendy.
All right, you take care.
Thank you, you
Okay.
too.
Hello again. I'm here in Harriet Krakowski's beautiful room, joined by the lovely Harriet. Hello, Harriet.
Hello.
You have quite a view here.
My view is magnificent.
Ah,
You couldn't ask for a nicer one for any amount of money in the world. It's beautiful. I love it. I love this room.
yeah. It's beautiful river view.
And at night you have to see some of the sunsets. Are super magnificent.
Wow.
They really are.
Oh, that sounds wonderful. And you look like you've visited the hair salon recently.
I did. I had my hair done. It was February, March, April, May, June. 5 months without a hair done.
Wow.
That is beyond,
That's a long time.
that's beyond reason.
Well, you look beautiful.
Thank
It was
you,
worth the
thank
wait,
you.
right?
I love the color.
Yes.
And the people in the beauty salon are very nice.
Great.
And it's very clean. It's very lovely now. Yes.
So tell us about being on JR1. How long have you lived on JR1?
How long have I been here?
Yeah.
Since I'm here, which is October of this year, will be 2 years.
2 years. Okay.
No, it's not quite 2 years that I'm in the Hebrew home.
And you were living, where were you living prior to the Hebrew home?
I came from rehab
Okay.
right to JR1. So I've been living nowhere else except JR1.
Okay.
This is my third room.
Okay.
but I'm never moving out of
Yes,
here.
with this view, right?
This is it.
So tell us about life on JR1. What's it like? What are the friendships
Well,
you've
it's
made?
been since the COVID. It's been tremendous change. Unfortunately, several people passed away during this
Pandemic.
pandemic.
Right.
And I'm still a little bit nervous about walking around the floor. So what I do now, practically every day, eat lunch, get on the elevator, and go outside and sit for 2 hours.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes I meet some people,
Right.
and we chit-chat very far apart with our masks on.
Okay.
And life was much, much nicer before this pandemic.
Well, for
There was
everyone,
more
sure.
to do, there was more camaraderie.
Right.
It was very different, and I guess we're not going to have it back the way it was. But hopefully, because I live in hope, hopefully it will be better in another way.
Yeah, yeah. I think the whole world feels that. You know, the whole world feels this change, and the whole world, I think, is hopeful that when we get past it, you know, it'll be a new normal, but...
A new normal.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
you know, the old folks like me, I'm not used to being different.
Right.
It's hard to change.
Yeah,
You're used to having things go one way,
yeah,
and then you can move a piece of furniture, but to move your lifestyle is quite challenging.
yeah, yeah.
And this darn mask doesn't want to stay up.
I know, that's a whole nother thing getting used to, always wearing masks out in public
I have a
and where
hard
you
time
go.
breathing anyway.
Right.
And with this on, it's
Right.
a challenge. But
I think it's kind of interesting that even your teddy bear has a mask on.
I know it's hysterical.
Look at this. Who gave you that teddy bear? It says, love you, Grandma.
My granddaughters gave that to me years ago
Ah.
for Mother's Day. His name is Billy, and her name is Lily.
Okay, are they an item, Billy and Lily? Is there something we
I
need
just
to know?
made them an item.
Okay, this is breaking news.
What's
Billy and
this?
Lily are now an
Lily-
item.
Lily is brand new. This was this Mother's Day present.
They're very cute.
And I miss the holidays here.
Yeah.
And the holidays are very different here. Like Mother's Day was very different. I'm not a father, but Father's Day was different for the guys. It's just not
Yeah, well, we're trying to figure it out, navigating as we go along.
right.
Anything else you want to share with our audience? You want to give a shout out to your family and say hello to them?
My family, yes. I just became a great grandma June the 4th.
Oh.
His name is Logan Miles.
Oh my.
And in August, I'm going to have another great-grandchild. But I have to get her name straight.
Is this Logan's?
Harper Lee.
Harper?
Harper Rain. I'm sorry.
Oh.
Harper Rain is his little girl's name.
Oh my. Well,
And
hello,
she'll be born
Logan
in
and Harper.
August. And I have a wonderful son and daughter-in-law, and another granddaughter, a younger one.
Sounds
And
like
so-
you're very appreciative
and
of your family.
My family to me is very precious,
Yep.
because that's all that's left. And it's just wonderful.
Okay.
And I'm happy as happy can be.
Well, that's a good place to start.
Right.
There's nothing wrong with that.
When I was very sick this past couple of months, it was very terrible. But thank God, I am now well, and I am now feeling good, and let's hope it stays that way.
And you're looking great.
And I love my hair the way it's just done.
All right, you want to say goodbye to our audience? Give it with a shout out?
Goodbye, and thank you very much for listening to me, and a happy day to everyone.
Okay. Harriet Krakowski.
Our thanks to Kelly, Zelda, Harriet, and everyone on JR1 for their hospitality. It was such fun. Would you like Allison and I to visit your Hebrew home neighborhood? Write or call and let us know, and we will be there with our microphone and camera ready to interview you. Please Tell anyone on your neighborhood if you'd like us to visit. You can call us also at 2813 and request that we go on location to your neighborhood. Just leave us a message. Our goal will be to spotlight all of the neighborhoods, so just contact us as soon as you can so we can get your interviews scheduled. Earlier in the show, I mentioned that today is National Ice Cream Day. Let's talk about some ice cream trivia, shall we? Did you know ice cream cones were invented at the World's Fair in 1904 in St. Louis by concessions vendors as a way for people to eat ice cream easily while they enjoyed the fair. Ben and Jerry's employees get to take 3 pints of ice cream home with them every day. Fun fact, when I was in high school, I worked at both Haagen-Dazs and Baskin-Robbins, and I never got tired of eating ice cream. New Zealand consumes more ice cream per capita than any other country, with an average of 7.5 gallons per person per year. That's a lot of ice cream. The United States is second with an average of 5.5 gallons per person per year. Vanilla is the #1 most popular ice cream flavor in most ice cream loving countries, including Germany, Italy, the United States, New Zealand, China, and Brazil. What is your favorite ice cream flavor? Let us know. My personal favorite is black raspberry ice cream. In fact, I had it at a local ice cream shop last weekend. I had black raspberry with chocolate chips and rainbow sprinkles, and it was amazing. A few more ice cream facts to share with you today. It takes 3 gallons of whole milk to make 1 gallon of ice cream. And the world record for the largest ice cream cone ever was made in 2015 in Norway with a cone over 10 feet high. Before we close today's show, we'll share some programming notes with you. We apologize to Rabbi Noah. We're running a little bit late on the live broadcast, but he will be right after this. We have Wellness with Deborah at 1:30, a concert with Larry at 2:30, and a rebroadcast of this show at 6:30. Take care, everyone. Enjoy the day, and thank you for sharing some of your morning with us. See you next time.
Hebrew home, good morning, Hebrew home. My home, my heart, my